You know what time of year it is? It's weird and creepy Pokedex season. This year's 800 new Sword and Shield entries are packed full of all the laughs, the disgusting eating, and the violent murder that we've come to expect with each new regional dex. It's no wonder Togekiss doesn't want to show its face around here anymore. You know the drill. We've been doing these since 2011. It's time for more than 10 new weird and creepy Pokedex entries, Sword and Shield edition. Today's episode is sponsored by the virtual private network service ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN adds a layer of security and encryption to your internet connection, masking your IP address and protecting your data from hackers, governments, and even your own internet service provider. One thing I love about ExpressVPN is that it currently has over 90 different countries to choose from, allowing you to browse the internet from all around the world to get around previously region-locked shows or streams. For example, browsing Netflix from Japan gives you a completely different selection of Japanese shows and anime. Their Pokémon, or Pocket Monsters, even has the episodes that were banned here in the West. ExpressVPN's speeds, customer support, and ease of use continue to keep it as a top-reviewed and top-rated VPN provider. And thanks to their partnership with us today, you can use our link to get 3 free months in this special package. expressvpn.com/thejwits. If you're interested in trying it out, you can find that link right in my description box. As usual with these Pokedex videos, I like to kick things off with some lighter, funnier stuff. Let's start with everyone's favorite sad boy, Sobble. When scared, this Pokemon cries. Its tears pack the chemical punch of 100 onions, and attackers won't be able to resist weeping. A big part of Sobble's appeal is the fact that it's a big crybaby, but I just love the fact that this thing crying turns the whole room into babies with it. Also, what a metric! The chemical punch of 100 onions. You drop this bad boy down and soon you'll have the whole place looking like this scene. And speaking of onions, another classic trend we love to hit is food. Pokemon food. Pokemon as food. Because even though it's the circle of life, it's still extremely weird to hear about your pets being able to devour each other as a meal. Starting with Sizzlipede, it wraps its prey up with its heated body, cooking them in its coils. Once they're well done, it will voraciously nibble them down to the last morsel. Never really thought about it, but a coiled Sizzlipede is actually a pretty efficient grill. Just make sure to keep them away from Hank Hill cookouts.
What if somebody wants theirs well done?
We ask them politely yet firmly to leave.
Another hungry horror is Carablast. It spits a liquid from its mouth to melt through Shelmet's shell. Carablast doesn't eat the shell. It eats only the contents. Dude! Oh, that's some alien tier goring. Straight up R.I.P. Shelmet. And sometimes it isn't just the Pokemon that eat the Pokemon. You want a nice slice of Appleton? Its body is covered in sweet nectar, and the skin on its back is especially yummy. Children used to have it as a snack. Okay, so I think they're going for like a apple peel thing here. And yeah, apples are delicious, but nothing quite misses the mark like Backskin, the snack for kids. We just talked about a knight that met its demise, but we get another grisly tale of metal with this new entry for Honedge in Pokemon Sword. See, it's funny because he's a sword. Honedge's soul once belonged to a person who was killed a long time ago by the sword that makes up Honedge's body. Okay, now that is metal. Can you imagine the levels of petty here? This dude died by battle and was so pissed off about it that in the afterlife they possessed their own murder weapon. Maybe they even got revenge. I don't know. Another entry from today based on holdable murder weapons goes to our second starter entry of the day with the grass evolution Thwackey. When it's drumming out rapid beats in battle, it gets so caught up in the rhythm that it won't even notice it's already knocked out its opponent. Now that's what I call some next level BM. This dude's the type of guy that will literally dance on your grave. That's like the Smash Bros taunt after you get multi-stocked. Absolutely disrespectful. Another older generation with a crueler twist is Litwick, who was already pretty messed up with the whole absorbing human souls thing, but it gets a special bonus this year. The younger the life this Pokemon absorbs, the brighter and eerier the flame on its head burns. So what, it gets off on the death of the young and the innocent? Damn, Merry Christmas, Tiny Tim! You'll make an extra tasty snack for this demon candle. Some more demoness entries come from what I'll refer to as the Hats. Here's some edgy entries from Hatrim and Hatterene. No matter who you are, if you bring strong emotions near this Pokemon, it will silence you violently. If you're too loud around it, you risk being torn apart by the claws on its tentacle. This Pokemon is also known as the Forest Witch. Now, there you go. Aren't these just the cutest little psychopaths that you ever did see? Don't make any noise. Don't even think the wrong thoughts around these magical hats. You dead. And you know who else is dead? Or should be dead? The fossils. All of them. They are awkward, misshapen, writhing homunculi that just didn't deserve to exist. Whether these Pokemon are literally being revived incorrectly or if they just died out of pure survival of the fittest, all 4 of them have Pokedex entries that talk about how they suck at living. Arctozolt went extinct because it moved too slowly. Dracozolt's body ratio makes it difficult to survive. Arctofish struggles with eating because its mouth is on top of its head, and Dracovish has incredible land speeds, but it can't breathe above water. All of these Pokemon look and sound like they are in constant pain. They are abominations of the living land, and their mere existence is suffering. You could argue that even bringing these Pokemon into the world is downright careless. And guess who helps you make them? Careless. Careless. This is Jeff Goldblum's worst nightmare. It's been a minute since we've talked about Pokemon's old hidden box of horrors. It's kind of fun. And thankfully, the fun has just begun. You might have noticed that there was something big we didn't talk about today. Something gigantic. We'll be back with another handful of Sword and Shield Night Terrors coming up next week. Stay tuned for the next chapter, but until next time, thanks for visiting today's Little Shop of Horrors.